Are you in a long distance relationship? If your answer is yes, I am going to be telling you best ways to navigate your long distance relationships. Now, in this particular context, long distance could be you guys are in the same country. That means you guys could be in Nigeria together, but he's probably in Kaduna and you're in Enugu and whatever state that you guys are in, or he's in the abroad, he's in Europe, Asia, Australia, America, whatever continent he is in, but you guys are trying to make it work. I'm going to tell you the best ways that I think and I know that helps to navigate long distance relationships. If this is your first time seeing any of my videos or seeing this video or seeing my face, you should join my YouTube tribe ASAP by subscribing, and my ebook links are always in the description box below. You can click on it. It's a seller link. It takes you straight to all my ebooks are available. You can buy and read the one that resonates with you. Let's get right into this video. I think number one is like one of the most obvious ones. If you are in a long distance relationships, I'd always advise that you take good care of yourself, because taking care of yourself implies that you're nurturing both parties. I'll try to explain this thing in the most layman term. Is that phrase correct? In the most layman termish that I can, so that like even somebody that's not really versed in English will understand what I'm saying. So when I say you should take care of yourself, what I simply mean is you should prioritize self-care. Take care of yourself, both your physical and your mental well-being, state of mind. Get yourself busy, find things that give you joy. If it's your work, if it's your job, if it's your business, if it's playtime with family, friends, acquaintances, colleagues, whatever the case may be. When you're in a long distance relationship, always find things that occupy your time, even if it's just being at home, cooking, sleeping, reading, creating content like I do. Find things that gives you peace, that takes up time, so that you're not just when you're, if I'm being honest with you guys, when you are genuinely in love with somebody, you want to always be around them. There are times that you're living in the same city with somebody that you love, be it a girl or a guy, and you just want to always be around them. If you're not in love, if you've never been in love, you may not relate with your body. But if you know that you genuinely like people, you know that what I'm saying is true. You just want to always be around them. You want to be clingy AF. Do you understand? You want to be in their space. You want to see them every weekend. But for those that are long distance relationship, you can't have that. So you can get pretty lonely. Sometimes it's not even about the intimacy. Sometimes it's just their smell. You just want a hug. You just want them to just be there. You guys may not even be talking, but you just want their presence, and you don't have that. It can actually mess up with your mental space, and all of that. So it's important to have things that take up your time, so that if you're not talking to them, you have other things that you're doing that keeps you busy and keeps you sane. So that's what I mean by take care of yourself. Number two, definitely plan for the future. I don't know about you people, but I'm guessing if you're in a proper relationship, exclusive one for that matter, there has to be future goals, right? And in this case, a long distance relationship, it's important that you guys, intermittently talk about the future. At what point are we now? Where are we headed to? What has been done for us to like come closer? Do you get what are we doing effectively to bridge this gap that we have? How soon? How long do we have to be together, to be in the same city, to be in the same town, to be plan for the future? Always make sure to talk about certain, you guys should talk about certain realistic expectations and how to come closer to each other. I'm just basically repeating what I've just said, but yeah, be realistic about it. I think that's what I'm trying to hammer about. Don't be delulu. It's not a Korean movie you're watching. This is real life situation or scenario. So those tough conversations must be had, except one person is fooling the other. If not, you guys need to work together to achieve your goals and make sure that your future is in alignment with each other's. If not, when they do long distance relationship, 1 year, 2 years, well, I don't want to say personally, you get, but it's somehow now. You and person 1 year, 2 years, long this waiting. What happened? If people are not talking about nothing, nobody is coming over, nobody is going there, no plans. Is it marriage? Is it friends with benefit? Is it, I don't know. So if you guys are not effectively talking about like progress, how you guys are progressing, at what stage are you are, if you as a lady you're not getting it, and whenever you want to talk about it, it's like the conversation is not, maybe you should really reconsider that relationship. Same thing applies to the guy. If you're always trying to bridge the gap and the lady is more, maybe you should reconsider that relationship. Please be patient and be flexible. This is my third point, by the way. Understand that time zones, schedules, or whatever you want to call it, circumstances can really affect how the flow of that relationship can be. Like, as I said earlier, if your partner is in another continent, time zones may matter. If you're in the same country but maybe different cities, schedules may matter. Circumstances, maybe they're having a very tough day, a rough day, yada yada yada. You need to be flexible. You need to be patient, because if you lack these characteristics, you will just be overthinking rubbish. Like, you guys will be constantly noggin heads at things that are just supposed to be saved by normal conversation. You have to, even when you do not get feedback, when you're solely craving for feedback, even when you do not have it, you have to have the understanding and be flexible enough to know that, okay, even if he hasn't picked my call now, maybe it's because of this. Make up situations in your head, good situations, not those ones that you're overthinking. Make a good situation in your head. Oh, maybe it's working. Oh, he told me he was going to be doing this. Maybe that's what is taking his time. Just be flexible for your long distance relationship to work. If not, only your mental stress alone could help you scatter that relationship before the actual problem scatters it. Number 4, stay connected. Try as much as you can. It's not going to happen every day, obviously, because you're a human being and you have a life of your own too. But try as much as you can to share updates about your lives, be it pictures, be it videos, be it events. Let your partner be updated. At least 40% of the things you're supposed to do daily. Let them have an idea about it. Share a picture, share a video, share a meme, share a post, and it just makes things easier. Like there are things that maybe you don't have to say it. Somebody has said it for you. Just share that video. Sharing all those things are nice. If you have somebody that is offended or pissed when you share videos, reels, Instagram reels, or Snapchat or this, they don't feel that agitated when you share someone. That's not your person. You're probably just dating yourself. That's not your person. So yeah, stay connected. It could be via chats, all these messaging apps. It could be Messenger, it could be WhatsApp. Talk to each other as much as you can. Schedule video calls. Have phone calls. See. Sometimes just talking alone to your favorite person can just uplift your mood. It happens to me personally. Talking to my favorite person really uplifts my mood. He may not really have an idea of how much his voice or me seeing his face could be very, very calming and soothing. Person when you like, because na person like you gonna pepper you for what you gonna do like disturbance. So you guys should make sure it's with people that you actually really, really like or love. So yeah, stay connected, communicate as much as you can. Send gifts, surprise gifts, surprise episodes. It should not be, don't be too rigid and stoic. It should not be, a matter of events. It should not be because they're celebrating their birthdays. Every day is an event for the person that you love. Every day should be a day that you appreciate them. I know see, it's not going to happen every day, but if in a month, let them get the best of you. At least 20 days out of 30 days in a month or 31 days in a month. Let them get the best out of you. Do you understand? It shouldn't have to be their birthday. Send that long text. Number 5, make time for each other. And regular virtual dates. Naturally, for me, virtual dates is not something that works for me. But I've seen a lot of couples that are in long distance relationships that virtual dates work for. What is a virtual date? I go on a date. He goes on a date on his own location, and we both have fun. Like I'm on my date, but I'm on video call with him that is on his date. So that's a virtual date. That does not work for me. But the other things that work for me that may not also work for you. But I just know I'm putting this as a point, or as a pointer rather, because I have seen, I've heard, and I've read a lot of people in long distance relationships that virtual date has helped. And this really works for men and women that love dates. You like hanging out with your partner. Virtual dates is a thing, and you guys should go on as much virtual dates as you can, since you're very, very far apart. Schedule regular visits. I cannot emphasize on this. One person has to be moving. Yeah. So either the guy is visiting, or you are visiting, or both of you are visiting. It could be 3 times in a year. It could be intervally, maybe every 2 months, every 3 months. But if you guys live in the same country, this may not work if he's out of the country. Even though there are people that live in different continents that travel. Let's assume the lady's in Nigeria and he's in Tanzania. There's some men that will, regularly visit maybe 3 times in a year to the in you that's in the same country with them, but maybe different states or city. Regular visits is a must. It may not be every month, every week, obviously, maybe because of the transportation cost, but it could be every 2 months, every 3 months, 3 times in a year, and all of that. Whatever schedule works for you and your partner, do that. But one person has to be traveling to see the other, or both parties have whatever is convenient. Do what works for you. Additionally, make time for meaningful conversations. It's very, very important. See, as a couple, there'll be bands, there'll be chants, there'll be irrelevant conversation, blah blah blah, but there'll be time for serious talk. If all you and your partner always talk about is just jokes and bands and this one and that one, there's nothing so serious. No serious conversations about the future, or about the current state of the relationship, or about the future goals or plans, or this person's dreams or this person's goals. What are you currently facing? What can I do to help, and all of that. You people are playing with yourself. Again, that's nothing intentional. You guys are just doing surface level. If you're in a long distance relationship, there should be time for serious and meaningful conversations. Initiate it if you have to. But if you initiate it as the man or the woman and your partner is never receptive, I didn't say not receptive at the time, because sometimes you want to say serious things, your partner may not be in the headspace for it, and you guys can postpone and talk about it some other time. But if they are never in the mood for meaningful conversations, you're probably dating yourself. Next is definitely trust and transparency. You want a long distance relationship, you know, trust your partner, you don't want to be transparent. You might as well just date yourself. If you cannot trust somebody blindly, the way we trust God or Jesus blindly, leave long distance relationship, because there are times that you may even give missed calls and you don't have any response yet. You do not have to start creating scenarios in your head. You have to trust that your partner is probably busy, or he is out of coverage, or he's very far from his phone, or his phone is on D&D or silence or whatever. You have to make up positive scenarios in your head. And if you're not a transparent person, your partner doesn't know at least 40% of what is going on at every given time in your life, leave relationship alone. Say, man, for the long distance, just leave the diet. So if you want your long distance relationships to thrive, trust and transparency plays a very, very major role. If you're somebody that easily listens to what people say, you cannot cope in a long distance relationship. If you're somebody that is easily influenced, anything you watch online about relationship, you're now just, putting a spotlight on you. You're thinking that thing that you saw is your own life, or that's the way your own partner is behaving. You're not supposed to be in a long distance relationship. If your friends have overly influence on you that you cannot even think for yourself, even family and co-workers and blah blah blah, anything they say, oh, you date boy with the Mauritius, Jesus, and you think you're the only girl, and it's like, oh, you date babe with the Owerri, and you think, please leave long distance relationship. It's not for you. Okay, find a girl or a guy in your street and date. Trust and transparency go hand in hand in long distance relationship. If you don't get them, leave them. Last but definitely not the least, which is like the overall, which is like the umbrella, like I've mentioned, that covers everything. Communication is key. Be open about your concerns and your feelings. Do not be stoic and pragmatic. Do not feel like, oh no, let me not say so you will not be angry. Let me not say so she will not be angry. Say it. The earlier the better, safe. The earlier the better. You see that you guys come to a compromise that will, favor the both of you, or one person steps down for the next person to shine, or the other person steps down. That's just how relationships work in general, not only even long distance. When serious matters arise, you either look for a level ground that benefits the both parties. There are times that you, the lady, will step down for the man to have his way. There are times that you, the man, will step down for the woman to have her way. One person always having their way, you're a joker. You are a motherfucking joker. One person always having their way. It's better that both parties always find a level ground and both parties smile than one person always having their way. Who you did date? Who you did date? Mary Magdalene of Jesus? Please, if this is your first time seeing my face, join my tribe. I don't know why you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel. I actually drop really, really interesting videos. So join my tribe by subscribing. And if you've not yet read any of my ebooks, I'd advise that you click the seller link in my description box below and get whichever resonates with you. Have an amazing day. Bye.